Alright guys, we are here at the park. We got this little pocket up here in back of me. More like a little puddle, but we're gonna see if it holds any bass up in here. We got the new baits. Limited edition purple. We got the homemade Senko with the chartreuse tail. Got some purple flake, green flake, kind of like a translucent purple body. But yeah, let's see if we can get up on some of these bass over here. I'm not seeing anything in the water, but hopefully we could pull 1, 2 out, 3. Who knows how many are in here, or if any are in here. But let me get my GoPro set up and then we'll be back. Let's see. Do we see anything? I'm not seeing anything. But let's just give her a cast and see. Let's see if anything's in here. Well, I wasn't able to get it on camera, but we got one. Here we go. Check her out. Nice little bass. She's looking good. Real pretty fish. About a 1/2 pounder. Got on the top of the lip on the homemade Senko too. Check this out. Homemade, on the homemade Senko, that's what we got her on. Beautiful fish. And she has never been caught. Let's get her off of this hook. So there we go, on the homemade Senko. Check that out. She took it. Let's get her back in the water. Oh, I don't want to. Gotta make sure I don't scratch the reel. But she went for it, guys. She went for the homemade Senko. Alright, let's get her back in. And there she goes. Back into the abyss. Let me fix up my Senko and we'll be back. Let's see if there's any more in here. If there was maybe just one. Who knows? Let's see. We will see. But man, she hit it subtle. Like I didn't even know she had it. I just started reeling in and I felt like I had grass on the line. And then I started reeling it in and she was running with it. And then when I got closer to the surface and saw the fish, I was like, oh snaps, it's a fish. But that was a real, not even a bite at all. It's like she took the bait, sat there, and then when I started reeling it in, she started going towards me. But the homemade Senko worked. Now she might be the only fish in here, who knows? But we got one on the books. Hopefully it ain't the only one. Guys, here we go. I was gonna move, decided to stay. Oh man, she is fat. Check this out, chat. I mean YouTube. On the homemade Senko, and she just fell off. Check this out. She is tummied up. This one's about a pound. Woo, she feisty. Check this out. She a big boy. Or girl, I think this was the girl. Man, she is fat. Look at the tummy on her. Oh, calm down, calm down. Look at her stomach, man. She been eating good. That's two. I was gonna move, but I said let me try another cast, and well, we pulled her out. She's looking good. Beautiful fish. She got that nice lateral line on her. Big, pretty sized, good sized mouth. Big tummy. Real healthy fish. She good.
Bass?
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Yeah, man. They're biting right now.
Shit, I didn't know there was bass in there.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, this side no, but this little pocket you'll have a few, and on that side is the deepest part of the park. You'll catch a bunch out there. But yeah, she's like a good 1 pounder.
Yeah. Are they good to eat?
No.
No?
Nah, as much junk and stuff that goes into these rivers, man, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I know like the homeless people, I've seen them catch and they eat them.
They're hungry, bro.
Yeah, but what can they do?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't take the chance. But all right, let's get her back in the water. Have fun and reproduce. Woo! There she goes. Oh, I almost lost my crock. I almost lost the crock. That's bass 2 on the homemade Senko, people. Damn, we just caught the Zephyr. Oh, come on. I don't want to scratch you up. I'll throw you on the grass right there. So that's bass 2 on the homemade Senko. She might be good for another one, if there's another one in here. But man, just as soon as I was gonna leave, I said, man, let me go try another part. I was like, nah, let me cast. There might be something out there. As soon as I cast, again, real subtle hit. I didn't even know they hit, or she hit. I started reeling in. I thought I felt some grass, and then I saw my line swerving to the left, and I was like, oh no, we got a fish. So I had to set the hook, and we got her. But what I'm doing is, so further out towards the edge, it's real shallow, probably about 3 inches of water. I'm throwing onto the shallow part and then dragging it slowly into the deep. So it looks like a bait fish that's coming out from the shallows and going into the deeper part. And they're just, as soon as it hits the deep part to where I can't see the bank or the shallow part, that's where they're taking it. You see, that was a bite right there. We got a bite. No, they didn't fully take it. So that's what I'm doing in this pocket. So I think they're probably cheeking up, if they're bedding right now, just right at the edge before it turns dark. and then you can't see. So I think that's where they're chilling. Because that was where we caught both of them at. I caught one along this bank, then straight ahead. But that's 2 bass so far. Can't complain. Now, is there a third up in here? That might have been the only pair up in here. But man, that last one was fat. So right up on the bank, letting it fall. Now I could still see, because I had the homemade bait has a chartreuse tail on it, so I could see the tail. And then once I can't see the tail, I know that's when we hit deeper water. Nada. Let's give it one more cast, then we'll really move. Alright guys, we came to this stretch of the river. See if there's anything up in here. Still got the same Senko. Oh, got a bite. Come on. Something bit it. Well, we had a bite, so that's good. Might have been a bluegill or something. But that was fun, man. We got one on my homemade Senko. Ain't that some ish? Let's cast her out. Kind of hard to cast. We got power line above me. Not getting her out to where I want it. All right, let's get up in the banks over here. We'll be back. All right, guys, we are way in here. I have not seen a bass. I saw some carps, and that's about it, and some baby tilapia. But I'm making my way back to the main park, because I'm in here a good maybe 3 miles. And I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I'm already halfway back. But walking these banks and then looking into this river, I mean, it's skinny water, so it's not wide. And I'm just not seeing anything. I mean, I caught those 2 up in that little puddle off the road from the entrance to the park. But other than that, all I saw were carp, baby tilapia, and snakes. A whole bunch of turtles also. I mean, I'm not seeing no movement. I mean, I'm already almost back to the park. But I just thought I'd give y'all like an update. But if y'all do come to this park and recognize it, just know I didn't see anything on this side. Hey, what's good, Guap Nation? We had an okay day at the park. We caught 2 bass, as y'all saw. And other than that, that was it. I walked that whole stretch of river for about 3 miles. Only saw a school of tilapia, baby ones. I mean, they were fry, I guess. And you could tell tilapia from the tail because they kind of have like a greenish, I don't know, it's hard to explain, like a greenish looking, bluish, like turns from greenish to bluish type tail. Especially when they're babies, it's like super bright. And then we saw a whole bunch of carp. I might try that. You know what? We might do a video on some carp. I've probably maybe caught maybe 2 carps in my lifetime, and then that's about it because I don't really do that type of fishing. The only time I do fishing with bait is when I'm at the lakes and I'm going for redfish and catfish, and that's about it. But yeah, I walked that whole stretch of river. It was probably about 3 miles. We saw just a bunch of turtles also, and there was a ton of snakes, I'm telling y'all. Everywhere I stepped, I just had to keep looking down. You would just hear a splash, and then I would just see that snake just go and then swim away, which was crazy. I never seen so many snakes in my life. I mean, usually I'll see 1 or 2 snakes, but I honestly probably counted maybe 20 snakes. But yeah, I mean, it was okay day. I didn't get skunked, which I'm glad. Those 2 bass were decent. They weren't like little bitties, but they weren't big. But fun to catch. I met some cool people there also. Hopefully they subscribed. We met some people who work at the park also. They were cool. They didn't even know there was fish there because when I talked to them, he was like, "Whoa, you caught a fish?" And I was like, "Yeah, chicken." He saw the bass. Then off camera, he came back and he was all like, "Man," he goes, "out of all these years I worked here, I've never seen anybody catch anything here." And I was like, "Well, damn, well, I'm glad I caught something at least, because from what you're saying, you've been here all these years and never saw anybody catch anything." But yeah, it was a great day. Hopefully, like I said, I go back there. Maybe we're gonna try some carp fishing. I'm gonna have to do some research because like I said, I've only caught maybe 1 or 2 carp in my lifetime, and I can't remember what it was on. I was a kid. I was maybe 4, 5 years old. My dad used to take me fishing all the time. And if I could find the pictures, I'll show ya. We used to go fishing a lot. And then around 18 years old, he passed away when I was about 18 years old. And all I got is the memories now. But if I could find those pictures, I'll show ya. Like I said, I was a kid, so I don't really know exactly how I caught them, what I used. I just know he would bait my hooks because I was small, and then I would cast, and I caught them. But I'm going to do some research on it. I'm going to do some YouTubing and see what I need to do. If y'all got any pointers on catching carp, throw it in the comments. School me. Because sometime soon, we're going to do one of these carp videos. But other than that, I appreciate y'all watching, subscribing, liking, commenting. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Channel's growing. We just blessed. We are blessed. So until next video, we'll catch you on the next one.